Hello, I'm Dr. K. Misra from our classes. For the past many days, I have been uploading video tutorials on different topics of operations research. I hope that this video tutorial on queuing theory part 1 will definitely help you in understanding queuing theory. The topics which I will be covering here: what is queuing theory, and the arrival process and service system. The queuing theory, also called waiting line theory, owes its development to AK Airlines' efforts to analyze traffic telephone congestion with a view to satisfying the randomly arising demand for the services of the Copenhagen automatic telephone system in the year 1909. Since then, this concept of queuing theory is being applied to a number of situations where queue or problems related to queue come under consideration where people face. The theory is applicable to the situations where the customers arrive at some service station for some service, wait or occasionally not, and then leave the service station or the system after getting the service. In such arrival and departure problems, the customers might be people waiting to deposit their electricity bill at cash counter, machines waiting to be repaired in a factory's repair shop, aeroplanes waiting to land at an airport, patients in hospitals who need treatment, and a number of such examples that we can face and we normally face in our daily round activities. There are more examples like passage of customers through a supermarket checkout. Here, the two important things are arrival of customers. Who are they? They are shoppers. Service facility. So, checkout counters. Say, for example, flow of automobile traffic through a road network. Here, arriving customers, automobiles, and service facility, road network. Transfer of electronic messages. Arri- Arriving customers here could be electronic messages and service facility transmission lines. So, like this, there are a number of banking transactions, flow of computer programs through a computer system, sale of theater tickets, arrival of trucks to carry fruits and vegetables from a central market, registration of unemployment at employment exchange, occurrences of fires, flow of ships to the seashores, like are the number of practical problems which people, or you can say the managers who are involved in delivering such services, are facing. So definitely, I hope that topic is of really utmost importance to many, and this will help a lot, specifically the management students and those who are to study this particular topic directly or indirectly. The service stations in such problems are the cash counters, normally which I related to you earlier in the different offices which we talked about. Normally, in all such situations, the general structure of the queuing system is like there is a service system. Now, before service system, obviously, service system is basically a type of processing machine, or you can say it is just like that: input, throughput, and output. Now here inputs are basically the number of customers. Now it will depend upon the type of service or the size of the time which is required in delivering that particular system, and the type of service system, this all will determine how long the queue will be, and how long, in fact, what are the number of counters that a customer has to move through out the service system. The general structure of a queuing system is basically like input population as shown here in the figure. Arrival process, they are in queue. One by one, they pass through the service system and customers leave after availing of the services. So just to understand this complete concept, there are three important things which we need to know here in this, arrival process, service system, and queue structure. As earlier, the points which I will be covering here have already been made clear to you. Arrival process. Now we'll talk about the service system. There are basically two aspects of service system. One, that is the structure of the service system, and the another one, speed of the service system. Let us first talk about the structure of the service system. It could be at least, you know, three, there could be 3 to 4 types of service facilities or the service structures as of now. Say, first, a single service facility. For example, a library counter. The models that involve a single service facility are called single service model, where simply arrivals is normally in a particular queue, single queue. Students come into, say for example, that library counter, they avail of the service and they go out. We can have another one, multiple parallel facilities with single queue. Like that the arrival of the customers will be in single queue, but the moment they enter the service system, service facility, they may be going to a number of service stations. Here there is more than one server. The term parallel implies that each server provides the same type of facility. Booking at a service station that has several machines, each handling one vehicle, illustrate this type of model. Here, the examples given, like railway station, bus stations, or even at times at such service stations where similar services are provided after the customer enter the service system. This is another structure. We have multiple facilities with multiple queues. This type of model is different from the earlier one only in that each of the server has a different queue, different cash counters in an electricity office where the customers can make payment in respect of their electricity bills provides an example of this type of model. With the figure here given, it can be clearly understood that there are multiple queues entering multiple service facilities and living also in those queues. Then we may have service facilities in series, like a customer enters the first station and gets a portion of the service and then moves on to the next station, gets some service and then again moves on to the next station and so on. Finally leaves the system having received the complete service. For example, machining of a certain steel item may consist of cutting, turning, knurling, drilling, grinding, and packaging operations. Even this can be applied in a passport type office wherein a customer, a individual enters and he right from first counter and receiving the form and filling it and submitting it and going to a number of counters for getting the passport ready. So there are a number of practical examples that we can face in our practical life. Now here from the figure it is clear. Now we'll talk about the speed of service. In a queuing system, the speed with which the service is provided can be expressed in either of the two ways. One, the service rate And another one, the service time. The service rate describes the number of customers serviced during a particular period of time. The service time indicates the amount of time needed to service a customer. Service rates and times are reciprocals of each other, and either of time is sufficient to indicate the capacity of the facility. Now, this was all about only the topics which have been clear. Next topic, related to queuing theory will be completed in the next video tutorials. I hope that you have liked it, and if you have liked it, kindly subscribe it. And my if you have any query, you can write to ourclasses@gmail.com. More video tutorials on quantitative techniques and operations research are available on my YouTube channel, Our Classes. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.